Greetings, subscribers. Today we're at the Los Alamitos Museum, which obviously features history of Los Alamitos. Los Alamitos is not an old city, being incorporated in 1960. We only have about 58 years of history, and the Los Alamitos Museum appears to not include many antiques, but when you consider the short lifespan of the city, there's not a lot of antiques available to display. The museum itself is an old adobe brick building that used to be a volunteer fire department. You can notice the two big doors on the front where the trucks would enter. On the rear of the building is a bell tower that used to be part of a church that has been demolished. Inside, we are surprised to see our old friend Georgina, who is a dossier at the museum, and she will be our guide today.
Let me introduce you. This is Georgia, who's the dossier here at the Los Alamitos Museum, and today she's going to tell us about the history of Los Alamitos. So why don't you start at the beginning of Los Alamitos and tell how it's evolved, tell how this museum became here, and then we'll go into detail of what kind of interesting things are in the museum.
Okay. I don't remember the date that Los Alamitos started, but the museum, I moved to Rossmore in 1971. This was still a volunteer fire department. And
this building was a fire department.
Pardon?
This building was a fire department.
It was the volunteer fire department.
Okay.
And
because it's an original adobe building, right?
Right.
Yes.
What it was before that, I don't know. Anyway, I gotta keep thinking.
So how did
I started coming to a few programs that they had, and then I found out more about the museum, and they said that the city didn't know what to do once the volunteer fire department went out. Rossmore Women's Club found out that this building was empty and that the city didn't know what to do with it. And they said to the city, we would like to start a museum. And the city thought that was a great idea. And
so did the city donate the building to the museum?
I'm not sure whether we pay rent we might pay rent to the city.
Okay.
I know the city does upkeep as far as
maintenance,
lawn maintenance and other kind of maintenance that we need done.
So what did Los Alamitos, what's the history of Los Alamitos city itself?
Sugar beet.
Sugar beet factory, yes.
Sugar beet. In fact, a good portion of Rossmore was sugar beets.
How did they evolve from the sugar beet factory?
I don't remember the person's name, but somebody came in and decided to start planting sugar beets. And that went very well for a lot of years. Where the old post office,
Used to
not
be?
the old one, the new post office we have in Los Alamitos. The sugar beet factory used to be there.
All right.
And how many years it was there, I'm not sure, but it was quite a number of years.
Probably back around 1900, I'm guessing somewhere there it started.
Right. When the sugar beets went out, Dr. Ross came in to do dog food.
Oh, really?
And he stayed for a number of years in the same area.
Now, is that related to the Ross Cortesi? The same Ross? For Rossmore?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I hadn't heard that. It could be, but I don't think so. And he was doing, later I'll take you back to the Hall of Fame and I'll explain something about that as well, about the Ross dog food thing.
Okay, these are all military uniforms here.
Yes, that one, he was the fire chief.
Okay.
at the Naval Air Station, retired 1971, it says. The uniforms in the back are from, I think he was a Lieutenant Schaefer.
And what's with all the cameras down here?
It doesn't have...
Quite a history of cameras, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And then Leo Layton over here must have been a blacksmith who
Oh, it says, yeah,
who donated a lot of blacksmith
a lot of
tools or
his tools.
crafts
Mhm.
or
And an apron. And of course his picture.
yeah.
Now, Mert Horatio has a son that's with the fire department, and that's his helmet, one of his helmets.
Okay.
He donated it to us. And this whole bottom case is about the, from hats from the fire department. And up top is 3 flags. There's a 45
45-star, wow.
star. Yeah. I have a 48 star at home.
I see you got the county of Orange flag.
Yes.
That's the only county in California with a peel.
Oh, it is?
A peel. Orange peel.
Oh, I see. I gotcha. Okay. Yeah. And this is a
Orange County Fire Department.
fire department uniform.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what are these dresses? What are the significance of the dresses? Just
Yeah, this is some old clothing. I
examples of dress of the period, huh?
Yes. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I think they wore those when I was in high school.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah. Sure. Okay. There's a close-up picture of the church that used to be across the road.
Where was the church?
It was where Sioux City is.
Okay.
And that tower,
Yeah.
they saved the
Is
tower.
that the ones up here?
It's the one that's up there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And let's see, what is her name? Now I can't read her name. Sandra and Klein. It looks like Crutchin. Sandra and Klein. A lady was...
They donated the piano, huh?
She had this piano and she was moving and she didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And she didn't want to
Beautiful
sell it
piece of
or,
woodwork. Yeah.
or just give it to anybody. So she donated it to the museum. She said, if I ever want it back, can I have it back? And they said yes. But she's never wanted it back. So
Okay, here's I guess that's a photograph.
it is. That's one that was
Delivering
in the
sugar beets to railroad cars in Los Alamitos in the early 1900s.
Yeah.
So they're the loading beets here. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go on back here, see what else we got.
Well, let's go back to the front.
All right,
and
go around the other way.
And I like to do Hall of Fame stuff. Oh, I guess what? I forgot to have them sign in. You can see the picture of this first because it says the beginning.
All right. I got it.
And then
this is all the
it keeps going.
1870s.
1870s and
Turn another page there.
we get on
The sugar beet days, and the Los Alamitos Rancho days. So this was a rancho,
this.
Spanish land grant, I imagine. Next page. Photographs from the sugar beet.
1896.
1896, huh? Interior plants views. Interior plant views of sugar beets processing equipment in 1896. Go ahead. And then a community is born, Los Alamitos. Do you pronounce it Los Alamitos or Los Alamitos? How do you pronounce it?
I pronounce it Los Alamitos.
I say Los Alamitos.
Oh, well.
Gotta get that Spanish accent in there. So, residents and business owners, 1897 to 1935. All right, some old cars in there.
That's the year I was born.
7 years ahead of me.
And I
Laurel
remember
School, huh? Wow.
What?
Cupid's Dairy. I don't remember that.
No, I wasn't here. It's from 51 to 64.
Well, I was around then. And I moved to Long Beach in 51. And here's some of the.
And this is our 40th birthday.
40th birthday of the museum?
Yes.
Okay. Up and away. Aerial photographs by Dale Corenson in 1976.
And
That's it. All right.
That's the end of that.
We got a bunch of scrapbooks here. Of course, donations are always welcome.
The tea service down below belongs to the Rossmore Women's Club. Do a home tour the first Sunday in December.
You still do the home tours.
Yeah. Oh yes. We'll never stop that. But we always have a tea afterwards.
That abalone shell down there. Oh, I remember a kid. Abalone shells were everywhere. They're hard to find now.
Oh yeah, they are.
Especially big ones like that. I was in China 2 years ago, and you can order abalone in a shell. It's a little shell about 3 inches around.
Oh.
And you get to keep the shell. I brought it home. Okay, some more plaques up on the wall here.
Los Alamitos Museum, 1776, 1976. And it gives who the city council members were at the time. And the Bicentennial Committee.
Here's the old church here.
Yeah. Now,
This is interesting. What is this?
This is
A weaver?
a weaver. Yes.
Or a loom? The Tydale loom.
Now this picture in the corner down below is a sanitarium. And it was just this side of Gunnar Lumber. When we moved here in 71, there were still policemen on horses riding around.
And look at all these really old bottles and
Well, you
bowls
know,
here.
the other,
That's metal, isn't it?
the big empty lot on the right-hand side of Los Al Boulevard, just beyond Gunnar Lumber, they found all this stuff in there.
Really?
And
Just recently?
Yes, just
Wow.
a couple of months ago. Of some sort.
I can tell you what it is.
You can?
It's a crank and there'd be a cable that went around here. As you cranked it, it pulled the cable up and down, maybe from an oil well, possibly.
The handle.
Not an oil well, but a water well.
Oh, okay.
Water pump.
Yeah.
Because this is a leverage type device here, what they're doing on this, it looks like.
I'll have to talk to
I think there was a cable that went around that.
Bert and find out if they figured out what it was. My boys had most of these toys. The abacus and the little push thing with the balls in it. Children's toys.
Right.
And the Lincoln Logs. I think every child had Lincoln Logs.
What's this up here? This is a different...
the wire that changed the wet.
Different types of...
That's what it's labeled.
What do they call that? Not razor wire, it's barbed wire.
Oh, yes. That's like all the different
Must be about 50 different types of barbed wire there. I didn't realize there were so many different types.
This is the Hall of Fame.
I'll let you lead.
Susan Egan is, or was, a student of Los Al High School, and she was also the voice of the first movie, Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, really?
And Tom and Tony Bancroft,
Right.
They created the movie Mulan,
All right.
and they came and gave us.
Claire Weeks, I remember that name.
Well, Claire Weeks worked for Disneyland,
All right.
and he came up with Tinkerbell.
Huh.
He created Tinkerbell for
Good for
them.
him.
And Lou Webb is
Webb Automotive.
the
Yeah,
park-
oh, I remember Webb, yes.
the parking lot here. He had a used car lot
Did
to
he?
begin with in 1971.
And he had a car repair over on Bloomfield.
Yeah, he had that too. And this is Jack Snow. He's a famous baseball player. Of course, John Barnes, everybody knows John Barnes. He was the famous football coach for Los Al High School.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He never lost a game.
Yeah, I must have lost some.
No, I don't think so. And he was also, once a year we do Citizen of the Year, and he was our Citizen of the Year because he was so good.
All right.
And Lynn Cox, she's a channel swimmer, and she
Yeah, I
still
remember Lynn.
swims.
Yeah.
If there's a channel in the whole world, she has swum that channel. And Greta Anderson is a very famous,
Greta Anderson, wow.
swimmer, and let's see,
Copenhagen,
And-
Denmark.
she was also with the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pat McCormick.
and Pat McCormick. My boys took swimming lessons from her. And Kathy Rigby.
Yeah. Kathy Rigby from this area?
She is she lived in Rossmore.
Yeah.
She married a football player in her later years, and now they own the La
12 gold
Mirada.
medals. Huh?
Yeah, now they own the La Mirada Theater
Do
in
they?
La Mirada. Mm-hmm.
All right.
And Mildred Jones, everybody knows Mildred Jones. She ran Casa Youth Shelter. This is Air Force One.
Oh, okay.
It says Air Force One.
Came in Los
It
Alamitos.
did.
Naples.
These are people who started the beginnings of Los Alamitos.
The pioneers.
Napoles. And I don't remember his name. Oh, N-A-O-T. And now William Poe started the youth center, and
Okay.
the building next to McDonald's, that big building, that used to be where the youth center was.
Was it?
De Leon is a big electrical company,
Okay.
and they're still going in
Yeah.
Rossmore.
This is the famous Los Alamitos race course.
Well, that's our truncated video of the Los Alamitos Museum here. We had to cut an awful lot out to keep this video down to a sizable limit. We're up to about 19 minutes now. So if you like this video, please click on the thumbs up button down below, and that'll make the video available to other YouTubers, especially people in the Los Alamitos Rossmore area. And if you want to see future videos I do, hit the subscribe button. It does not cost anything to subscribe to my channel, and you don't need to put in a credit card or anything. By subscribing, it tells YouTube that you want to be notified of future videos I put out. Then after you hit the subscribe button, click on the little bell that appears, and that kind of allows YouTube to send you a text message that there is a video available. All right, have a good day, and we'll catch you later.